This is how we said. Huh? Okay, so let's continue. Are we together? So now we're going to create our first cascading style sheet, the CSS, which will do what? Customize the web page to make it look prettier. We want our page to look fine. You understand? If you want to bring in the structure or the content of the website, use HTML. But when you want to customize to make your website look finer, look prettier, look beautiful, you use CSS. And to do that, I'm going to click on this CSS folder. Can you see the CSS folder? Make sure you click there first before you now go to new file, so that the new file you create will not be inside that folder. If you don't do it, it will not be there and the linking will not work properly. So once you click there, click on new file. So I'm going to name this new file style.css. The name is style. Can you see the spelling of my style? .css. Then once I press the enter key, it's going to open up a new tab for me. So how do you write a CSS code? How do you write a CSS code? Now, if you look at your HTML, then you're going to know you're going to locate the element that you want to style. You understand? Now, the element I want to style is my H2. Can you see my H2? I want to style it. And that's why I'm going to pick it out and style it here. So to style my H2, I simply say H2. That is how you style your H2. Then you're going to put the curly bracket. That's what you use for CSS. Curly bracket. Curly what? Curly bracket. So I'm going to style my H2. So what do I want to be in my H2? I want my H2 to have the color. I want the color of the text in my H2 to be what? To be blue, black, or red, depending on what I want. So let me go with blue for now. So I want the color of every text in my H2 to be blue. Make sure you put comma. So what happens here is that this is the name of the element you want to style. This is the attribute that you want to style, and this is the value you want to give to that attribute. So apart from the element, apart from it being blue, I also want the background color to be yellow. So to get that, I simply say background dash color. As you're writing it, you can be seeing it here, background color. So what color do I want? I want the background color to be yellow. So what else do I want about my H1 element? I also want the font family. I want to give it the font style of. So if you want to do font family, as you're typing, you are going to be seeing what you need. The font family that I want is what we call sans serif. So you can also put your Times New Roman. See different fonts that are here. H2 actually. So when I get back to my HTML, how will this HTML know that I've done this style somewhere and be able to affect it for my H2 element? How will it do that? The tag known as what? Link rel. So I'm going to say link space rel. That's how you link it up. So once you say link rel, you're going to tell it what kind of document are you looking at. So that document is what we call style sheet. So in double quotes or single quotes, anyone can work. So I'm going to tell it that I'm linking this to a style sheet. So that's how you tell it that. So after telling it what you're linking it to, you now have to reference it by doing href. So which CSS file are you referencing, class? Which CSS file are we referencing? We're actually referencing we are referencing a CSS file known as style.css. But this style.css is inside our CSS folder. So when you get to the CSS folder, look for what? Style.what? CSS. So make sure you put that. If you do not put your CSS file inside the folder, there will be no need for this CSS here. We would have just said href equal to style.css. But because we put it in a folder, which I explained when I told you about, you have to separate your concerns so that if you're looking for CSS, simply get to the CSS folder and look for it. Now you're going to tell it the type of document is it, and the type is what we call, you can call it text or CSS. So say text slash CSS. So that's how you link up a CSS folder. So if I now, a CSS file, if I save this now and get back to my website again, so I'm going to be able to see the effects of this. So if I refresh, you can see that I linked this to only the index page, which is on the home. So I click on this home. You can see now that my home page is now in what? Blue. It's now in blue. So if I get back here, get back to my style.css, change this color from blue to, and the background is yellow, and the yellow is also background here, so I cannot notice it. So what do? I change it. Let me change this background to, let me change it to white. Let me change it to white. Then I do Control S to save. So if you get back now, you can see that the background now is white, and the color of the font is what? Blue, and the font style is what? Sans serif. So any changes I'm making here, I'm going to be seeing it here. And that is the proper way to do your styling. So let me change this white again. What should I change it to? Let me change it to red. Then I do Control S to save. So you can see now it's having background color of red, and the inner color is what? Blue for the font, and the font style is what? Sans serif. So this file index is able to see this because I reference it here using link rel equal to style sheet href css slash style sheet, which is the folder inside which we have this file, and the type is what we call text slash css. So I'm going to copy this very link. Make sure you close it. I did not close it. I'm going to copy this link the way it is here. Then go to the other pages and paste them there as well. So if I get to my, so make sure that this is your link. I'm going to cut it first. Make sure that you put it inside the header tag. It has to be inside the header tag. It was a mistake not to be there. So your link rel should be inside the header tag. So I'm going to save this, then get to my services. And I come down here, I'm going to also put the same so that that style sheet can be used for this page as well. Then I'm going to go to the contact us and also put it here. Then I'm going to do Control S so that when you now come here, if you go to the next page also, you'll be having similar something. You can see contact us is also having blue color with red background. Services is also having the same thing. So that's how you link up your CSS to your HTML using this link. And this is how you create your HTML, your CSS. Any tag that you want to work on, list out the tag and work on it. So let's pick another tag now and work on. Let's take the paragraph tag, the P tag. So to customize the P tag, we simply write P, then we'll put our what? Curly braces. Now, what do we want in our P tag? What do we want in our P tag? Let's give our P tag a background color by saying what? Background color. So what background color are we going to give our P tag? Let's give all of them a white. So I'm going to say what? Control S to save. So when I now come here, you can see that our P tag is now having white background. So if you go to the next one, the same thing, all the P tags are now having what? White background. So that is how it works. So where do we see our P tag here? You can see this is our P tag. So we can develop this our P tag more. I can go down here and say, we are into travels and tours. Okay, so I'm gonna also put a break tag here. BR. Okay, then I'm gonna save. So when I get to home page, okay, where did I do it? I did it on the index.html. Okay, so make sure you close your P tag if you want all of them to be seen here. I'm gonna remove this and rather close it here. So I have my P tag here. So this is where I'm closing my P tag so that it will affect every write-up here. So I'm gonna do Control S to save. So if you now come here, you can see that everything here is on white background. So P tag is what you use in putting up your paragraphs, okay? If I get here, the same thing, get here, the same thing. So I'm gonna give us the first assignment. Change these pictures, let them be different pictures, okay? So let me quickly do that. If I get to my computer, then I get to where I have my images. So let me go to desktop folder. Then I go to Studio Pics. This is where I have my pictures. So I'm gonna pick up these two pictures. So when I copy them, I'm gonna go to my desktop, get to the folder I'm working on, which is HTML and CSS. Then I'm gonna go to the images folder, then put these other pictures. But I want to refer them accurately, so I'm gonna rename this one as pic 2. Why I refer to this one as rename pic 3. So this one is what? Pic 2. Okay. So I have pictures 1, 2, and 3. So if I get back here now, I can have my pic 1 to only be in my index.html. So when I get to my services.html, I'll change this pic 1 here to pic 2 because I already have them in the folder. If you click on this, your images folder, you're going to see those 3 pictures. They are here already. So when I come to services, I get to the picture. I change this picture to pic 2. Then I do Control S to save. Then I get to contact us. Then I change this picture to pic 3. Then I do Control S to save. So when I get back here now, go to contact us, it's going to be having a different picture. Go to services, it's going to be having a different picture. So I'm going to let you guys do what I've done so far. And in subsequent classes, we can continue to develop this. Remember, everything you was is in Christ Jesus. Easiest way to success in a born again. See you when I see you. Okay. My what? I should open it. Okay.